Do you ever get annoyed that to do something as simple as adding a corner radius or masking your footage, you still have to jump into the Fusion page and start building nodes? A while ago, Mr. Lex Tech made a video showing how to mask anything directly on the edit page.
So if I put some footage underneath, you can see that we have our cutout and it's all done and ready to go.
In this video, I am going to show you the easiest way to achieve the same result on the edit page, but with fewer steps. All you have to do is to drag and drop a single effect onto your footage, and it will mask your footage instantly. But before I show you the effect, let's take a quick look at how you would normally do this in the Fusion page. Somewhere in this video, I'll be sharing something special for you. So I encourage you to stay. You won't want to miss it. This video is a part of a series. So make sure you check out the others because what you are looking for might be in one of them. Let's take a quick look at how you would normally do this in the Fusion page. Now here I have this. I'll leave them in the description for if you want to follow along. Okay. Let's say we do have these two videos and we want to mask the one on top so that we can see the one below. To do this, select both of these clips, right click, and then go to new Fusion clip. Turn it into a Fusion clip. Click the Fusion tab and go to the Fusion page. From here, you are now going to look for which of the media is the one you want to place on top or below. So to do that, let's view each of them on the viewer 1. So the media 1, okay, is the one we want to be our background. And the media 2 is the one we want to mask, hence making it our foreground. Okay. Because media in 2 is the one we want to mask, make sure the media in 2 is selected, or you can rename it F2, then mask. You can call it something like that, so that is easy to identify. Now select the media in you want to mask, and then click any of these masks. It could be rectangle or ellipse. So if you click a rectangle, then it will mask it as you can see. And from the inspector, you can now make any kind of changes you want to make. One thing I find really frustrating is having to go into the Fusion page. Anytime I want to add something as simple as corner radius, like a clean modern rounded corners to my footage or shapes. Okay, now we are going to solve that problem today. We will do all of that just on the edit page. So now you can adjust these controls for the man like this. Then, yeah, until you get the look that you want, maybe something like this. And now if we want to flip the image, we have to add a transform node and use these flip buttons like this, so that we have something like that. That way it looks natural. It looks like he's looking at the data we are also looking at from the same direction. And now, if we want him over there, we have to use this transform to actually move. But if we move the transform, as you can see, it's affecting everything else. So what we can do is have to place the transform here. That way the transform will only be affecting this particular media in that is passing through the transform. Basically, this is how you would go about it, and you can actually keyframe these diamonds if there is a need for that. It depends on what you are doing. Like this, when you go to the edit page, you should have something like this. Now, let's see how we can pick this same thing on the edit page, but with fewer and less steps. Let's reset everything and go back to our edit page. Okay, now let's start by installing the pack. First, download the pack from the link in the description below. Once it's downloaded, locate the file on your computer and click it. If DaVinci Resolve isn't open, it will launch automatically and prompt you to install the pack. Click Install, and Resolve will place all the effects and the generators into their respective folders automatically. But if you already have DaVinci Resolve open during the installation and you don't see the pack immediately, Just quit and reopen Resolve. It should then appear in the respective folders, ready to use. After that, you can navigate through them and start using the pack. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Okay, now we are set to go. Now that you have installed the pack, let's see some of the things you can do with it. Go to the effect library, and then from the effect, you will see easy rectangle mask. You see, as we are just previewing the rectangle mask, it's already showing us how it will look like if we place it on that particular footage. So now drag and drop this particular effect onto the particular footage you want to mask. And just like that, you already have the rectangle applied. Now to make any changes, go to the inspector and then go to effects. That's where you'll find all the controls. The shape controls the rectangle, how you want it to look, with the kind of shape you want to form with it. So you can do that just like you would in the Fusion page. So in this case, let's adjust the width, then the height, repeal him, and this border width. You want to control the borders. This like that. Soft edge. You want to crack down. Let's say we have something, make him something like this. But how do we actually get him to be in the middle? You can either use this same rectangle, adjust the positions, or you can use these media controls. The media controls are like these ones. If you come over here, you can zoom in, zoom out, or make changes using these controls. That is what media controls will do. Doing everything on the same tab just makes it easier. So now this will control the zoom out, zoom in, how you want him to look, like this, the angle, if you have to adjust that depending on what you are going for. And now, you see, anytime we make any changes here, it's only affecting the footage itself, not everything, including the rectangle. So to do that, you now use these global controls. Now you see we can move him from one place to another and change the size or anything, something like this. Now let's flip him. So now that we have him like this, we can bring him back. Actually controlling the center of the media control. And we have something like this. Start playing with the controls, then you get something like this. But you can also click here, then select Fusion Overlay to use the on-screen controls. Now when you play through it, this is how it looks. Let's turn off the Fusion Overlay. Hold everything on the edit page. No need to go to the Fusion page. So now, let's say you want to animate it to get something like this. To get something like that, you place your playhead where you want the animation to start. So let's say when it is stop the typing, for example, here, to stop the typing. So we are going to set keyframes. We'll be changing most of the parameters. So let's just say we set keyframes. Then these ones. And now move a few frames forward where you want him to occupy the entire screen. And reset everything back to what it was before you actually applied the mask. And now when you play through it, this is how it looks. But what if you want to add an outline to your footage? To do that, one of the quickest ways is to just grab an outstroke, drop it on it, and you can make changes. And now you have something like this. Very nice. You can even choose to change the color if that is what you want to do. And you can also choose to keyframe the stroke. So for example, at this point, it will be like this. But then when the image begins to expand, then the stroke will be removed. So something like this, keyframe. And now from here, set the keyframe. Then here, change it. And it will be something like this. You see that it's gone. Yeah. Is this the only thing you can possibly do with this? Now that you know how this works with a video, what about text? Does it work the same way or do you have to do something differently? To know more about that, watch this video next.